Now it says we are live. Yes, we are. We must be live on YouTube already.
Yay.
Waiting for Facebook to kick in. But Roberta's here already. Crafty's here. And yes, we are live. Good
Hello.
morning, everybody.
I am just trying to get this light so it's not going to go off on me. There you go.
Okay, we're all good. You look fine.
Good. Hi, everyone.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. I have a lot of lights on me because it's still dark for me because it's only 6 a.m. in California.
Yeah, there should be a special prize for doing this at what time? Wait a minute, we're 9. You're at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
6 o'clock. That's wrong.
6 o'clock. Hi, Blanche. Hello, everyone.
Blanche is here. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
There we are. Yeah, let me scroll down. We got Linda Ellis and
hi, Claire.
Arena. Got my Dell. We'll wait for everybody to come on in. It's Saturday, so depending what time it is, you're either getting up, getting ready for your Saturday shopping. Ying is here. Elena, Julie, Claire. It's 8 o'clock in Mexico, 8 a.m. That's, Blanche, that's really not a bad time for us.
No, it's not.
This is good.
It's not. That's not too bad at all.
1 a.m. in Sydney. Oh, you get points for that. 1 a.m.
Hi, Sarah.
And Yeska's here. Oh, and Yeska, I started watching your video. Her craft room, her new craft room.
I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. I was just scrolling through before we got started, so I have to go back and see. She gave us a tour, so that'll be exciting.
Oh, yay.
And, Mitch, and 1 a.m. in Melbourne. Oh, thanks, everybody. Sarah's here. Priscilla.
Okay, I can't complain. 1 a.m.,
Susanna.
6 a.m., we're kind of in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Julie is 2 p.m. in Scotland. Oh, okay, so you've had your happy Saturday already.
Uh-huh.
That's great. More from Poland. Oh, good. Patricia and Siggy Roberts.
Hi, Siggy. Yeah.
Everybody's saying hello. Oh, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. It's good to see you. And Sandra Ramos. She was one of the ones that took Dorada's Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of people here that have taken her courses, which was great.
Oh, and then you have the other course coming up too.
Yeah, with Luciana. Yeah, it's still early. I need more coffee.
I know, right?
But yeah, that's gonna be fun. As a matter of fact, one of the girls that's going to be taking the class is 11 years old.
Oh, how cute!
Yes, she's Monica's niece, and she said she wanted to take the course. So this is going to be really, really exciting. Yeah.
Oh, she's going to definitely have to post pictures for us. How neat!
Yeah. I thought that was fun. Oh, and Priscilla signed up for Luciana's class too. Yeah, we've got quite a few so far. So
hi, Eileen.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Yes.
All righty.
Okay.
Well, you ready to get started? Because we don't want to take away from any of your time, because this is a treat for me, because right along I've been saying, I send out a lot of products, and I never get to see, it's kind of like when you go to the grocery store and you see what people are putting in their shopping cart, now we get to see what you do.
Yes.
We've seen you comment and, participate, be part of the family. That's great. But now we get to see what you do.
Thank you.
I'm really appreciative that you decided to do this.
Well, I appreciate you asking me.
Oh, no, it's great. And Patricia Chunga's here. Good morning, Selena. Okay, well, if you want to go ahead and switch your camera, we can just sit and chat while you do it, if it's not going to be too much of a...
Yeah, I don't think it'll take long.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead.
There we go.
Oh, look at that. A real pro. You can move it just a little bit to the right, just a hair tad to the right.
That right?
You are perfect. Okay, and I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller here. Hold on. Let me switch it over. And you are front and center.
Okay. So I will put my lights back on so I could see, because it's still dark for me.
And Yeska said it's good to see new blood in the Stamperia family. Yeah, I agree completely.
Thank you. So what I have here is so it's part of Monica's Canvases line. I think some of you have seen that I posted. I don't know if I can get these into.
Oh, you know who else is here? Is Dorada.
Oh, wow.
Signet. That's so great.
Aw, thanks. That's awesome. Yeah, so let's see. So most of you have seen, I think a lot of you have seen that I posted these. So I don't know how much of that you could see, but
that's pretty.
So I did the ladies, the dancers, and I did the ruffles with the pasta scultura, the soft clay, and then some mixed media gel, oddly enough. Oh, so, and it's a technique that Monica Peruta did a long time ago.
That. Yeah,
I
remember that one.
She did it a long time ago with Donatella when they did like a surprise box that they did with Omar. And so she did this technique. And when the girls came out, I thought, oh, wow, I want to do the ruffles.
Right.
Well, I wanted to do the whole line. So I have done the two girls. And then this is the other two rice papers. So it's this one here. I should have probably taken out of the.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah,
but it's this one here, and then the background rice paper. So,
yeah, that's a pretty one. Yeah.
So the way I have them hanging on my wall is I have one girl on each side, and then I was going to put the fans in the middle.
Oh yeah, we talked about those fans, the decorative chips.
Yeah, and then this actually, I did this way on purpose, so you can change the battery pack, but it lights up as well.
Oh, I didn't see that before.
Yeah,
so pretty.
So it lights up, and you guys seen I pulled it up so that way I can change the battery here. So I put the flower on it so you can see it, and then when it hangs, it won't go anywhere. But yeah, so it lights up. So that's what we're gonna do. Hi, Teri. So basically, all I did was I used an 8x10 canvas, and then I'm gonna do it on the reverse side.
Okay. So, everybody's loving it so far.
Oh, yay. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is, because this is going to need to dry, and so before I actually start prepping the fans and whatnot, I'm going to use just the white gesso. And then I'm going to paint, because I'm going to paint around, obviously this, and then the rice paper is going to sit on here, so we want to make this white. And actually, you know what? If you guys can see on the first one, the little grooves that they have because it's supposed to be this way, right? So the grooves for the wood.
Right.
I noticed that they were opened, and I didn't like that. I wanted to change that. So what I was going to do is I'm just going to grab some of the pasta scultura here, and I'm going to just use it to fill the holes.
Okay.
Kind of like you would do, when you're filling holes.
Exactly. Little putty. Little wood putty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things that could drive you crazy if you just.
Yeah, and I didn't do it on the last one, but because you can see it, I was just thinking to myself, wow, I should really feel those.
Eileen says you're a natural, Teri.
Thanks, Eileen. So Eileen and Claire they're in a Patreon with me that we do with Iveta for dainty gifts. And they're great. We always chat, and but so they've been really You could do it. You could do it.
I knew you could do it. Hello, Laura. Got a lot of new people joining in.
So,
And don't forget to like and share. That's always important.
yes. And I see that you guys are nominating people for the pizza boxes as well.
Absolutely.
And then I know that Omar has said, and I've seen it, I don't know if you've seen it, Cindy, but on Instagram, they're having you go on and the Stamperia Instagram and nominate people there as well. And then they're going to do that on their live because they have all the teachers there in Budapest.
Yeah, I think, and March 1st, I think, is going to be the new collection announcement too. So that'll be fun. That's what we need is more new collections, right?
Oh, I know, right? So, so if you guys go on there, because I noticed that they said to do the same thing there, is to tag and nominate. So you never know.
I know.
We've seen some awesome pizza box openings, which is really fun.
Oh, thanks, Leanne. She said, you and I we're beautiful, supportive people. We need a pizza box. Thanks.
Hi, Leanne. So one thing I did do last night is because, on the back of the canvases, they only just do these staples. They don't intend for us to work on the back here. Right. So I went ahead and I glued down all the edges because we're going to be painting on this. So we don't want that to lift. Right. And then I cut this little edge here because it was really hanging off. So if you are going to work on it, you probably want to make sure you
right
glue them down.
Sandra was asking if I'm going to Creativation. I'm still thinking about it, Sandra. I'm not too sure yet. I know I really should, because I haven't seen everybody from Stamperia in like 2 years now, and I'd really like to go.
When is that?
It is
coming up, right?
It's April 10th, 12th. It's like a Sunday. I think it's the 12th.
Oh, a Sunday.
Yeah, it's in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking about it. You know how that goes.
Of course.
Yeah, Creativation is actually it was set up. It's used to be called AFCI, and now it's oh God. Now why do they ask me that? NAMTA or something like that? But anyways, what it was is a lot of the big companies would go there, and then you could go and shop for your stores, which was nice because then you'd have time to sit there and talk to the suppliers and get familiar with their products, and place your orders for your shops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so NAMTA, thanks. And I've been there. Yeah, CHA it used to be too. CHA, AFCI, and now NAMTA. But when I first started going, this is back in 2006, it was in California. Then they changed it to Phoenix, which I've been, and now it's in Orlando. So, yeah, I'll think about that.
Is this something that is open to the public, or is it just businesses?
No. Well, actually, they changed it a lot. It used to be just you had to be an owner or a purchasing agent. But now they've opened it to, I think, bloggers and influencers and stuff like that. So it's kind of changed a lot because to me, it was just business. I'd go there straight business. I actually went to the same type of show in Frankfurt. And that was a great show. Yeah. But obviously they had to cancel it.
You said it starts on Sunday. How long does it last?
I think it's two days.
Oh, okay.
It's a Sunday and a Monday.
Oh, that's different. Usually it should be a weekend, but I guess because it's businesses.
Yeah, it actually works out better, rather than during the week.
Right.
Got a lot of pizza box requests.
I always wonder about that when we're doing that. If you can even see the comments because there's so many nominations.
Sandra says she'd be my gopher.
There you go.
I'll tell you what I do need, and this is totally just reminding me. I'm going to be doing the Scrapbook Expo show in Orlando, first weekend in June. And I need help, desperately need help to set up the booth, to actually work in the booth. So if anybody is close to Orlando and would like to work hard, really work hard. And actually, I did the show in Duluth last July, and it took 5 of us 8 hours to set up the booth. So this isn't lightweight stuff, but I am desperate for some help. So if you want to give that some thought, or, message me and I'll tell you about it. But yeah, it would be great. And I even need help at the checkout, just to put things in bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sandra, you need to contact me. We need to talk about this.
Okay. So I already showed you guys the rice paper that I was going to be using. So what I'll do is I actually have it all written out. So I will make sure to get the product list. But if you want them now, just let me know because I have them right here.
Yeah.
But,
and if you post it later with your project, that'll be good too.
Yeah. And
That'll
then what I did is, so to save you guys from cutting everything, so I'm going to use the fans, obviously. So I'm going to cut out the 2 fans, which I did that because last night, so I wasn't having to cut everything. And then I cut, because I also am going to put this in the back. So I went ahead and cut this already. And since I'm using the 8x10 canvas, so, there's a lip inside of there. So I went ahead and cut this at, it's 8.5 by 6.5. So, and that's inches. I work in inches, sorry.
Well, that's okay. Inches is okay today.
Yeah. And then, so what I did is I took the stone paper and then I just put the fans on them and then traced the fans. Now, typically when you trace something, you would cut inside the line because it's going to be bigger, right? If you cut outside the line. Yeah. But what I'm going to actually do this time is I'm going to actually cut on the line, because once I glue this on here, because they're not perfectly, it's not perfectly round, it's not perfectly straight. So I just want to make sure that I actually get it up to the edges. So I'm going to actually cut along the line there. And I'm a lefty, if you guys.
I am too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm
not an accountant, but I am a lefty, so we have that in common.
Yes, I am an accountant by nature.
We were laughing. We've been finding more accountants that are creative.
Mm-hmm. And I was telling Cindy, typically accountants don't like, but they're not artsy, because, they want, everything's got to add up. Everything's got to be specific and make sense. And so especially mixed media, that's like, oh goodness, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Ioti.
Hi, Ioti. She's part of our little group too, our Patreon group that we have.
Yeah, and also the Sleeping Beauty Workshop.
That's right.
Yep. Valeria says she's an accountant. You're kidding
me. No way, Valeria. Are you really?
This is crazy. This is so fun.
That's amazing.
We've got lefties and accountants left and right. I love this. Susie wants to know, can you use regular cardstock instead of stone paper? Yes, you can.
You can, but here's the reason why I didn't use stone paper, because you're going to see, the reason why I didn't use cardstock, is because I'm going to fold it like a fan, right?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Sure.
So I'm actually going to fold it. If you can see, it's folded just like a fan. So I don't know how well the cardstock is going to hold up with that, or how easy it will be to bend, because with the stone paper you can do anything to it. So
Yeah, that's a good point. But if you
I
were just going to use it to beef it up, you could use a cardstock. But for
Yeah,
your
and you
application,
probably could use a lighter weight one to make it easier to fold on there, you
exactly.
know?
Yeah. Sarah says her daughter's a lefty and she's trying to teach her tatting, but can't. I'm going to tell you what, it's even harder for a lefty to learn how to knit.
It's hard for a lefty to do anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I actually do calligraphy too. And man, trying to learn how to do that, because you know when you're doing calligraphy, you want to pull.
Oh,
And
yeah.
with us, we're pushing the brush, and it's ugh.
Yeah, well, I went to Catholic school, and they used to try it. They always said the nuns used to try to make you do right-handed. They told me I could still write left-handed if I didn't slant backwards. So they made me learn how to do calligraphy correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, so got those.
Yeah, we're starting a whole thing with the lefties and the righties.
See? And then I labeled them because, you know, once you get them down here, you're not going to know what the heck's going on.
Oh, you're good. You're organized.
But I'm going to actually just take an eraser because I'll probably cover all of that, but just in case. Let me just show through.
Oh, Priscilla likes my penmanship. Thank you.
That's it, because you write on the orders.
Well, yeah. And you know what's so funny is years ago, I used to hand address all my mail, all my shipments going out.
Oh, my Lord.
They knew my handwriting at the post office.
Oh, my Lord.
And they kept saying, oh, my God, your handwriting is so nice. It was funny. And they could actually tell my packages just by my handwriting. But we've been going to the same post office for 30 years. So they know us. They knew when my kids lived in the house, they knew their names. They knew, how to separate their mail. It was really crazy.
I don't know if you guys see me take this off, but when I wash my brushes, I use a little brush head to keep them so they don't go like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you see me take that off right now, if you were wondering, but that's why.
No, that's good. Yes, Eileen was talking about the nuns did that in Ireland back in the day. You used to tie your left hand behind your back if you were a lefty.
Wow. Well, I'm ambidextrous, but I'm left hand dominant. So I do eat and write with my left hand, but I do a lot. I can write with my right hand as well, but not as quick, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I eat and I write with my left hand. And then I notice that I grab a lot but when I cut hair, I cut with my right hand. So it's weird. I don't know.
Rachel's here.
Hi. So all I'm doing is using the Colabello to glue on the rice paper. And then see, like you guys are going to see, it's a little big on on the edge here.
But the rice paper does stretch a little bit too.
Yeah. And that's another reason why I don't want to actually cut it too close. I'd rather trim it up,
right,
like I was saying, rather than cut it too short, because I am going to be folding it. So make sure. And because you are going to fold it, you just want to really make sure that you get down the edges.
Okay. And you're using that glue for the rice paper?
Yes.
I don't use that as often.
No? Do you use it? Yes, it does. Do you use the mixed media glue?
Yeah.
The only thing about the mixed media glue that is that it's shiny.
You're right about that. It does leave a little bit of sheen. So that's a good alternative.
Yeah. So just want to really make sure that the edges are down, because once you start folding it, you don't want them to start popping up. I'm actually going to get so that way I'm not just pouring out everywhere. Let's see, it's up. You know, when I first started, when I cut these out, I didn't realize that they weren't, you know, all the way like a shaped fan that was just straight edges.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
And so when I started to fold it at first, I thought, what the heck is going on here?
That's learn as you go, huh?
Yep, exactly.
Crafty's asking which glue. That's the
It's the Colavello.
Yeah,
Colavello, the rice paper glue. So I just have the bigger bottle, if you're wondering why it looks different.
Yeah, there's 2 different sizes on that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give that a try. You know, I try to use every product just so I know what it does.
What it does, yeah.
Yeah, because you know, if somebody asks me a question, it's like, gee, I don't know. Well, that's kind of dumb. So yeah, I do try to use everything.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, if it's got a matte finish, I think I'd like that too.
Mm-hmm. And actually, when this dries, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting, do you use this? The varnish, the transparent varnish?
Yeah,
it's also matte. Yeah, so I'll put that on there too, just in case, you know, because you want to be able to still work it if you get any ink or anything else on there.
Yeah, the varnishes are really nice to work with because they're self-leveling, you know, so you don't have to worry about brush strokes or anything. All of the varnishes are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you're in the US, I get everything from Cindy. That's how we met.
You know, that's true.
That is how we met.
Yeah, for a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the thing I was saying. You know, I know your names and I see what you're ordering, and I'm thinking, what are you going to do with that? You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, it's a shame you're in California.
I know. Say that all the time.
Yeah, and you know, and actually, if it wasn't so far away, I would come and do the scrapbook shows in California. I think they'd be great.
Oh, that would. Oh, yeah.
But
I don't know how they started. Did they start doing them again? Ever since everything got.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was the first year I had 7 shows scheduled, and all of them were canceled.
Wow.
So last year I signed up for the one because it was here in Duluth. You know, it was like 40 minutes away from my house. So I went and did that one. This year they're starting up again. And I'm going to do the one in Orlando, the one in Duluth. And then I think it's September, I'm going to be in Irving, Texas.
Oh,
so
wow.
Anybody from Texas, I'll be looking for help there too. But that's about as far as I can go, you know, without so much travel time, you know, because you know, I have to drive, obviously, with all the stuff.
Oh my goodness! Do you rent? I guess you have to rent a truck, right?
Yeah. I get big high top van, and then I have to put all the metal grids in there and everything to set it up. So yeah, it's a pretty big operation, you know, to do it. But Claire's asking, I'm just south of the Atlanta airport, Fayetteville, Georgia.
Oh, I just seen Teri said she got a box from you. Teri Franklin.
Oh, yeah. I just sent her some. Yep.
Okay, and that's actually dry. So I am.
You're doing fine.
Going to. So I'm just going to put a little bit, wrong one, of the varnish on. Just if I get paint on there or something that I don't want on there, it'll come off with the varnish. And then also, you know, it's going to protect it, especially if I'm going to hang it on the wall. I don't, you know, rubbing it from dust, you know, when you're dusting or whatever, you don't want it to.
Yeah, it'll keep it nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Selena says she wants to order, but the shipping, it's just a killer. It just doesn't sit right with me to have to charge anybody that much shipping.
I know.
You know, it just goes against everything I want to do. You know, it's
Well, we were talking about this in a class yesterday with Claire and Eileen. There was a product that we were using, and I said, I have no problems. I'll ship it to one of you guys. So, you know, and then they can all share it, you know, over there, they can figure out how to get it to each other, because for them to order it, it's so expensive. It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's not that I don't want to, but it's just so much. I sent a package, a friend of mine, every so often she'll buy something from Etsy and they don't want to ship to England. So she has it sent to my house, and then I send it to her in England. And it was it was a 1 pound, 4 ounce package, and it was $26.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So, you know, like one paper pad is, I think it's like 13, 14 ounces. So do you really want to pay $26 to get one paper pad? I don't think so.
No. So now what I'll go through is you can see the white hanging off on some of it. So now I'll just go through and cut to make sure. And see, this is where left-handed, it messes you up, right? Because you need to cut where you can see. You need to hold it so you can see.
Yeah, you know, and that's always a problem with left hand. You're always going backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, your hand is always in the way.
Oh, we got a question here for you. Where did you get your palette from?
This one?
Yes.
This one? Amazon.
Okay.
I can find it, and then I'll link that too if you want. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I actually use this when I'm using, you know, I use this one a lot, but you know what I like to use is some old plates. Just old, because they wash right off. Mm-hmm. You know, you put water, hot water on there, and it'll come right off.
Yeah, I like the plastic too. I bought one the other day at I was in Michael's, and I just bought a little round one for $1.50.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was a bargain.
Actually, I'm going to leave that edge because I'm going to fold it.
Yeah, what was that about the fee for the blogger for creative? But I read as they'll be merging, getting rid of this something they just started. You mean getting rid of the blogger category? No, I wasn't quite understanding that one, but
is that they're talking about the convention?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can be a member, or else I think if you're not a member, it's like $250 to get in.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's something, you know, you have to kind of think about, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Valeria says egg cartons are good pallets too. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And washable. They're still washable.
Or even, you know, the rice paper when you take it, or, you know, any of the cellophanes when you take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't toss those either. You can just use those. So on anything that I do, on any of my albums or anything, I have to I have to do the edges. I don't
get rid of the white edges.
Yeah, I don't like the white edges. So I'm just taking a brown ink.
Huh. The website reads free admission for Creativation. I don't know about that one. Huh.
Is it? You better make sure.
Take a look at that one. Unless it's something different that they're doing. You know, like I said, I just wasn't paying attention too
much.
We're watching you do your edges. And there too now that it's on the stone paper, it's really nice. It's got a little heftiness to it. So you can do a lot.
Exactly. With it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fold it like the fans, you know. So if you can see, there's some darker edges where you can kind of see, where it's supposed to emulate where the fan creases are.
Right.
I'm not going to follow that. And it's actually going to get a little funky because it isn't curved or cut straight.
Okay.
But just, you don't want them too big. And then just take a bone folder, because I want the creases, because then what I'll do is I'm going to put ink on the creases as well, so those will stand out.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just like in school when you wanted to make a fan.
Yep. Back when in the olden days.
Yeah, exactly, right? What I did notice, though, doing this is you can't just go and see what I mean. It's going to get funky because I don't want to fold it down there.
I see. Yeah.
I only went a part of the way because I noticed, because it's not straight, if I go all the way, then it's going to look really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
well, this is helpful too, because, like, that's one of those, take it out for a test drive and see how it's going to work. So now we know we can save ourselves the headache of finding that out.
Yeah, because when I just went ahead and just folded it straight, all the way from one edge to the other, because it's not it's not supposed to be like this. It looked really strange. So.
So I'm guessing you had more than one of those rice papers, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, and I told you too, because of the rice papers, I'm always afraid that I'm going to mess up or do something. So I always order 2 from Cindy. She probably wondered what the heck I do with them all.
You'd be surprised. I keep, like, what I do is I organize all the collections. I have like a bag, or, like a cello bag that's a 12 by 12. So I can put all the papers and all the stuff in there. And then I always have like a little extra bag of just odds and ends. And you'd be surprised how often I go back to that bag.
To it? Yeah.
Yeah, Roberta's, she said, your project is perfect. She was going to create a frame with those fans. So now we've got it.
Oh, cool. So now what I will do, though, before I get it all the way down, and that's what I mean, because I don't want to fold this bottom, but don't be afraid, because the stone paper, it's not going to rip, right?
Right.
Unless you're Agnieszka and you're super strong.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were sitting there. Yeah, you can't tear it.
And she tore it.
Yeah. Oh, that was almost as good as the hot glue.
So see, so it just gives you like that little. If you run the glue across it, then you could see, just to give it a little bit of definition, right? That you could see. But yeah, I was cracking up when you can't tear this. It's so strong. And then she tore it. I said, oh my God, I don't think I've ever torn it myself. So unless you've got super strength.
Yeah, she said, I just want to say, depend on the power.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, everybody's loving your project.
Oh, thank you. I'm actually gonna pull up mine.
All right. And Yeska's now saying that only happened to her once.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Helen's great. Yeah, Helen says she'll volunteer.
Oh, yay. Yes.
Yeah. She said she used to volunteer with Scrapbook Expo when she lived in Atlanta. Oh, that's the best. Please message me.
Yeah. Or if you need Cindy's email, it's also on her.
Oh, thank you.
Website. Yeah.
And this isn't strictly volunteer either. I give out gift certificates or cash if you like, but this is not a, oh, I like you so much, I'll just work my tail off.
There we go. Okay, so now that we have those two, this should be pretty dry. I'm going to probably hit it a little bit because I don't want it to get on the rice paper.
We're saying, poor Omar, he can't demonstrate anymore how strong is the stone paper.
Not after that. Oh, that was the best. I love that.
Yeah, when he'd stand there.
Yeah.
I liked when Omar did it. He was happy with that. You know, these fans, though, I swear, you could use these with Oriental Garden or Sir Vagabond in Japan easily.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love those fans. Yeah.
Yeah. I was even, when I was starting to first put this together, the little fan mold, I was thinking, okay, I could put that in there. And then I thought, okay, now that's just doing a little too much.
Yeah.
So now you see that it cut it bigger because I actually do want to tuck it in.
Perfect. Yeah.
So that's the only part that's going to be a little bit of a pain because you've got to put some glue down and you got to tuck it all at the same time, right? So.
Okay. That's why we like rice paper so much, though.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to put it underneath there first. And then I'm going to get in there and I'm just going to use
and when I'm putting rice paper down too, I like doing it like you're doing, just folding it
back
at a time. That is so much easier, than trying to just lay it down the full sheet at a time.
Yeah, because if you do, if you want to pick it back up, or if there's something that's moved or something, you don't have to commit, right? You can.
Yeah. No, it actually it works out better, and then if you smooth it as you go along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I notice that if I smooth it with my hands, especially if there's something on my hands or my hands are wet or whatever, it messes up the rice paper.
Yeah.
So that's why I just grab a little towel.
Now you also do, I saw the tray that you did the other day.
Yes.
That you just posted. So actually, like if you're going to be doing even, decoupage on furniture, this is a good tip too. You can't just lay it down because that's like a whole big deal.
Right.
Maybe on a canvas, you don't mind a wrinkle, but
right.
Furniture and all, that's really the best way to do it.
Especially with furniture, you want to, because I've done not huge pieces like you see some of the folks can do, but I've done a couple of, like tables or whatnot. And you really want to work in little increments, because that's the worst. If you've got to lift that up once you put that down. And then we're good to go. We are in there.
That was nice and quick.
Yep. I will pour a little bit again on the top, just because we don't.
I like that, just because.
Just because. We're going to be putting some other stuff on there. Again, you just want to protect it as much as you can. And like Cindy said, you can use, the mixed media glue if you don't have the Colavelo, but it's just, if you don't mind it being a little bit, the gloss.
Right.
I'm gonna just try this a little bit, and then I'll put a little of the varnish on there. I love it, Anya.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to try that, because there are times, that you don't mind it, if it's got that little sheen to it.
The sheen, yeah.
But also the other thing too with this, if you're going to tear the paper, and you just don't want all those edges to be so.
Oh yes.
That would be a good thing too.
Yeah, Eileen. And like I said, there's 2 different sizes of this. But because I love rice paper, I was ordering like the small bottles from Cindy every order, I think. So I said,
Yeah.
finally, you know what? Let's be smart about this situation and order the bigger one.
Well, I stockpiled the stuff. I've got like 8 or 10 bottles. Last time around, I said, no, I'm going to get that.
And then this is just the varnish again. So
And that dries pretty quick too.
oh yes, they dry very fast. Both of these do.
Yeah, that matte finish is nice on everything.
Yeah, because you can always choose if you want something, a part of it shiny, right? Then you can always choose to do that with. But when it's all shiny, it's kind of okay. Well, it's all shiny. So what I'm gonna do is take a couple of the Allegros because I'm going to. Whoops, sorry, hitting the.
Luciana's here. Hi, Luciana.
Hi. So I'm going to, because I'm going to color match what we have here in the back. So I use the, what is this one? The Torrentino. You know what? Where did my book go? Because I rubbed the number off of that. I can't even see it. But I don't know. Did you guys all see that, Bella? See, I have this, which is all the swatch. So yeah. So this one is the Cal 53, KL 53. I think I can read all of the other ones. So yeah, I've done that for all of the mediums that I have, because when you're trying to match something and then you're going through and you're like trying to get all the paints out.
Yeah. Well, I did that on that swatch book that I made a while back. I don't remember, and I did with the papers, and then I put the paints right on next to the swatches.
Yeah, so I love it because anything, all of the gels, anything that I have, I've put it in here. So that way, I need to get better tabs, but that way I can just flip through and I'm good to go. So let's take.
Yeah, it helps a lot to be organized. Really, it saves time in the long run.
We're not always organized, but there's some things that help, right? Okay, and of course I did a project. Eileen and Claire will know this, that we use the foil, and it's everywhere. The metallic flakes. Oh my goodness.
That's a great color. I like that.
Yes. And it matches perfectly.
That is, yeah, it's a great color.
And I don't worry about the staples because, once you start doing all the colors and putting everything on there, you can't see it. But if you really wanted to take the staples out even and just glue it all down, you could do that too, but don't mess with it because you can't see it on the original. So I just take a dauber, which this is Stamperia's too.
That and the other great tool I found, thanks to Dorada, was the getting those sponges. Holy cow! Yes. Those are the best. And you know what? They'll wash up. After I'm using them, I dump them in a little bucket here and then take them upstairs, and they clean up like a dream. It's like a lifetime supply.
Yeah, when she was using those in her class.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
No, they're wonderful. That's another Amazon.
Yep. I think you sent me the link. That's how I found them.
Yeah, I did. I love these colors. Of course, I'm notorious for being afraid of color, so this is great for me.
Are you really?
Yeah, I don't know. A thing with color. I don't know. I like black and taupe. You know, what does that tell you about me? Oh, that's fantastic. I like that.
See, now that we've plugged those holes, now they're not going to be white. You won't be able to see down in there that they're white. So, which
You know,
is what I was saying. I didn't do it with the first one. And as I was looking at it, I thought, whoa.
yeah.
Obviously, you can't see it when it's far away, but if you're,
You know it's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No,
and that's what matters, right?
Yeah. She was asking about the link for the sponges. I put it on the Sleeping Beauty Workshop Facebook page. So you took the course, so it'll be on there. No, they're kitchen sponges. It's the yellow sponges that have like the little scrubby top on it, the green scrubby top. I'll post it again.
Yeah, and then she just cut them.
Yeah, and you can make them any size you want, wash them up. Yeah, the crafting addiction drug dealer. You know, really, it's crazy.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, or a nice way of putting it is maybe the enabler, but yeah,
there
drug
you go.
dealer. Somebody else said that to me years ago. They said
called you that?
Yeah, this is when I was doing the miniatures. They said they're miniature junkies, and I'm the dealer. I swear to God, that's so funny.
Oh my gosh. So I am using the Apple, the Cal 128, Earth 106, and then the Bruno, which is KL92. And then what I'm actually going to do, you know the sea foam sponges?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that because you see they're all just like little dots on here. And then the rest of it is writing. So
that makes nice texture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, it's those easy tools too. It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Yeah, no. And it actually comes, bigger and I just cut it,
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah. No, and yeah, use those sponges to wet sand her projects when she paints them. That's what Patty said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a whole nother use for them. Yeah.
See
thanks,
Crafty. What did she say?
She said, I'm a good host. I really enjoy this part, and I don't mind, just hosting. I like doing the projects too. But you know what? It's more fun to read the comments and be able to interact a little bit more. So I hope nobody minds that we're not doing two projects.
Well, I seen somebody said yesterday that they didn't really care for when two people were going at the same time because they can't focus.
Yeah, and it is hard.
It is.
You're seeing the comments, but it's not like you have to, stay focused on it.
Right. So, yeah, like I haven't looked up, so I don't. Yeah. I'll.
Okay, here's a tip. Yeah, when Monica puts the regular scrap paper in water, you can spray water on the back of the rice paper and use the plastic from the pads of the paper to lay it down on. Eliminates wrinkles.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good tip. Yeah, Sandra says she likes one project. Patty says the same thing. Yeah, I think that's the vote. I really do. I think that's the vote.
Just the one at a time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they're doing like the 3Ds or something like that, because there's so much going on and you want to see, but the screens end up getting to be so small.
Yeah, that's true. That
it's kind of hard to see. So yeah, it's sometimes it's nice. So sometimes I don't mind it, but there are some times where I wish I could see more.
Yeah. I think we'll be inviting you back. Next time I've got a live, we'll see if we can schedule you again.
Aw,
This has been fun.
thanks. Although the last time you did that to me, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to make?
You were ready a month ago when I asked you.
Because I was afraid of what, because, you know, I'm already running close to an hour. Sorry, guys. But
Right.
yeah, I was like, what am I going to do where it's not going to take me forever?
You're doing fine.
So, and then I'm just going to, here at the end, I'm just going to put some of the red throughout, just because there's some red dots.
Yeah.
In there.
It's got like a marbly effect.
Yeah.
It's great.
The first one I did, it looked like it was leather, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool.
You know it's going to be different every time.
Exactly. So this one, it's a little bit more closer to what the background is, and that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of projects, where they've duplicated the background, and I'm always amazed. Right?
Yeah, how they can get it exactly. I don't know.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
That's a gift.
I can't do that. I don't know. There we go. And see, you can't see too much of the staples once we get everything else on there. So like I said, it doesn't bother me, but I know some people don't like it. Thanks, Ziggy. That's so nice. Thank you, Teri. Yeah, when Cindy said, oh, do you want to do a live? I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, what she was saying.
Thanks.
No, because we were talking about Luciana. And then you said Lucrezia, and I didn't know you were asking me.
Oh, okay.
And so when I was saying, oh, yeah, I think that would be great. And then it was, okay, well, what time do you want to do it? And I thought, huh?
Well, that was our choice.
I said, wait a minute. Are we talking about me or Luciana? No, you. And I went, oh. Well, that's exactly what I thought was, oh. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Glamour paste, the gold, and the alchemy stencil, and I'm just going to give it some texture here on the back. Are we dry? Yeah. Some texture here on the back. And actually, I noticed last time, yep, it fits right in there.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. So you don't want it all over, just a little bit, because you're not going to see. We're going to have the fans on there, so you're not going to see a lot of it. But
I love that stencil. I like anything with script on it.
The script, yeah.
I mean, you can use that everywhere with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't even make any difference what it says.
No. Because I don't know what it says if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not a big concern.
Yeah, it's pretty. When you see something's back there, you see that there's a script back there. And you that's kind of like art though, right? It's like the illusion of.
That's it.
Right, so. So I don't know if you see that. All my lights. And then what I did is I also took it and put it around just a little bit.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you do this, Cindy? Because you're left-handed. Do you put things on the right side of you?
Yeah. And I don't know why. Because I have to reach over.
I do that all the time. Just like you've seen what I was doing. I go, why do you do that?
Yeah, it's like a brain thing. I don't know. And it
Yeah.
happens all the time.
I put it on the right side and then I'm reaching over doing this and I'm going, why?
Yeah, it's insanity. It's okay. But I think it's just something.
Okay, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No. And we'll start getting votes on the other left-handers here that the same thing happens.
See? Yeah, I don't know why. You're left-handed. You put it on the left side, but no, I cross over and I do it often.
Yeah, well, Crafty says, and right-handers put it on the left. The whole thing is crazy. I don't
Do
know.
you really? Okay, I'd always wondered that. If I was the only one that did that.
And as Sarah says, Sir Vagabond in Japan, we have no idea what the stencils say. Actually, Crafty translated them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they were really weird, too. You don't even want to know.
Oh, my goodness. So now I will hit that a little bit with the dryer.
Huh. And Jessica says, she says, I don't have a problem. First thing they teach us in medical school was not to cross our hands. Really?
Really?
Huh. I'll be darned.
Oh, well, yeah, I would suppose that's not really good, right? Because you don't want to cross over somebody's face, especially in medical.
I guess.
Yeah, because that would be... You don't want to do that.
Oh, that is coming out so pretty. I love that. I mean, I liked it when you first showed me your project, but I like seeing it come together. This is pretty.
Yeah, just, and I think it'll look really gorgeous in between the girls that I did. Let's see, I'll dry it a little bit more over here on this side. But now we can start putting this together.
Perfect.
And I'll tell you, because we are doing the live, I'm going to use the hot glue gun, but
okay.
I don't like using the hot glue gun at all. Just because it doesn't hold for a long time.
Yeah.
Now the flowers are just random. They were in my stash, so. But
I know you don't like the flowers are not your favorite, but you have. We've talked about the flowers, the whole flower thing.
I have a lot of flowers, but I don't use them. I'm trying, but I don't. So I'm going to probably take a couple of the little leaves from this. I've used some already, but this is
those are nice.
SCB 44. Yeah, they're really pretty. So
the newest ones that came out too are really pretty. With they've got actually the wreaths with the roses. Have the brand new ones?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I even forget the number already, but I've grabbed those. No, I don't have the number. Well, that would be too easy. I threw the top away. But yeah, the newest ones that came out was Garden House, and they're just pretty rose wreaths.
I just have some foam here that I'm going to use to prop them up so they sit a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, you're pretty. And you can also use the old cardboard too.
Yep. Or, like I said, I'm using these chips, the chipboard. So
yeah, those are wonderful to use. Yeah.
You can use that too. So
recycle everything. I'm starting to save cardboard, and I've got stacks of it that I probably will never use, but you hate to give it up.
You know what? I had, because, I do the albums, I'm going to use this cardstock for something.
Right.
Everything is, I'm going to use it for something. So I never did. So finally I said, it's too much. I've got to get rid of some of this. So I finally, and as hurtful as it was, I finally threw it out. Because I'm talking, we're little pieces too.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I used to save scraps. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just, come on, you're not really going to use this. So because you're already trying to find space for all of your stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so now you've got all of the scrap paper. Let's see if I want that like that. So yeah, so I finally just went ahead and said, okay, you got to do it. You've got to do it. Because if you don't do it, you're gonna be looking for space for your stuff, and it's too much.
Right.
So because I was looking at the time, and it's gonna take me a while. I know you guys are probably wondering. I didn't run the fairy lights, but all I did was just use a fairy light and just run it in the border there.
Okay, that's fine.
So, because with the hot glue gun, I need to put it down, and that's going to take a while. So,
okay, we'll allow for that, but no, that's easy enough. Yeah,
you guys can.
We're also creative. We get it.
Of course, right? You guys will probably do something even more beautiful.
Oh, we can get 5 of us doing the same frame, and it'll all be different and great.
Oh, of course.
I love that's what I love. Sometimes just getting the idea, that's
that's why if you sometimes you just scroll around and you look at some of the things that people have done, and you're like, wow, that's so simple, but wow, that's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll go through it and it's kind of like just taking a snapshot. I'll look at like 10 things and maybe something will.
And then combine it.
Yeah. Because I try to never copy.
Exactly.
It's hard to be terribly original.
Yeah.
Altogether.
Someone's done it somewhere, at some point.
Yeah. But
or
then
if
just
you
put
do at least give that person,
credit. Yeah. Well, it's like with that pop-up card. I would never in a million years tell you that I thought of that. But I was flipping through and there was like 10 different pop-up things, and the twist and pop and all that stuff and everything. And I kind of saw this and I went, okay, some combination of this.
Right.
So, no, I would never take credit for something I didn't do. Yeah, but this is I really like the way you use those fans, and I love the fans. I have not used those yet.
When I all of the 2 dancers, the fans, I thought, oh man, I like that. I want to do something where I can put them all up somewhere.
Yeah. And what's your favorite style? What do you lean more towards?
You know what? Because my mom, when I was younger, she had everything Oriental style in the house. And so I picked up a lot of that, when you're used to something. And so when I first moved out on my own, I did a lot of that. But now it's more modern. I would say it's more modern. Like this is the first Oriental line that I started looking at. The Oriental papers. That's the first line I started looking at again with the Oriental stuff, because I had it everywhere, and I said, okay, you got to get away from this a little bit. But that line and then all of this matched also well with it, and I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah. I love the colors on the Orient. I love the reds. That bright. It's an orangey red sometimes, and the blacks and the golds. I love that combination. I think it's stunning.
So I'm almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Glamour Gel, and I'm going to try to open it. And I'm just going to take a little bit of it, and I'm actually going to pounce it back into the.
Yeah, Sarah likes the Oriental, but the steampunk. It's something. It's very striking. Steampunk is There again, the very strong. It's the blacks, the browns.
Yeah. Now I
Oh.
like doing steampunk, but I don't have any of that in my house.
Oh.
Yeah, but I love creating steampunk. But yeah, I don't have that in the house anywhere. So I'm just kind of touching,
Yeah.
just to give them a little bit of sparkle.
And you know, it's great. You're getting such a great effect, and you're not using a ton of products either.
No, like I said, I'm
nice.
taking a little bit, and then I always pounce it back into the lid. That's why my lids look like that. And then just, just like if you were taking the tops and highlighting.
Uh-huh. Blanche, thanks so much for translating, as always.
Oh, yes.
Couldn't do it without you.
And
we do have some French here, but my French is from high school, which is 100 years ago. So that's pretty scary. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I thought maybe I'd use the chips, but I don't think I need them.
No, not at all. But you could. You want to just show real quick what the option for the fans?
What, the chips?
Yeah. Because I thought they were kind of pretty. If you wanted to
this
put
one,
them.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
those are nice images on that too.
I don't know. Can you? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're fine.
The glare from everything.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, those could be a nice addition if you wanted to,
stick them in or put them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sarah, and the way that you painted those masks are amazing. The Savannah masks. Did you see, Sarah?
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
That was crazy. There was so many.
The detail on those were amazing. So I think we are done.
It sounds good.
And like I said, if you wanted to, you can run the lights or not, I mean, just up to you. But
sure.
Yeah, simple and easy.
Well, let's switch over and see you, and then I'll put us both on the screen. How about that?
Cool.
There we are. Well, it was wonderful. Yeah, easy. Magic of television. It's wonderful.
I know. Sorry, have the lights on again.
Okay, you're all right.
Yay. Well, that was fun. I didn't do too bad on time.
You did great. You did great. Everybody's loving it. Yes.
Thank you.
No, and I'm so glad you said yes. Now you're going to say yes again.
Yes. Now it's not so frightening, right? Because
no fear.
I know what's going on now. So I thought my biggest thing, I was going to get on, the camera was going to be cockeyed. You weren't going to be able to hear me. And I'll go, oh my gosh, I can't. No.
No, it's perfect. Perfect.
Thank you.
This
Blanche.
is great.
Yeah. And then is your next live, is that with Blanche?
Yeah, on the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that one. Yeah.
That'll be fun. But yeah, so we have, I don't know, can you see? There you go.
Yes. Yeah, it's perfect.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I really like that so much. So much.
So,
well, once again, thanks everybody for coming in, and I loved all the comments. I liked visiting with everybody as always.
Fun. Thanks, Valeria. I appreciate all of you guys who, especially the ones in the comments. It was so cute yesterday. A couple of the girls were, we got to get on to support Teri. And I thought, oh, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah. I told you, just like, being on with friends,
Oh, yeah.
Afternoon with friends.
Yeah.
So everybody have a great weekend. Take care and be crafty. Do something fun this weekend. Just for yourself.
Fun. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Bye.
Bye-bye.